Hello, my name is Ana Maria Tudor and I have a word for you. Get ready for God's instructions for your life. Get ready for God's instructions for your life. We are in a new month and we came here with expectation because this year you will burst forth. And March marks the beginning of spring and we expect to see something happening as things are happening in nature. So this time I will unlock the secret to make it flow, because anything in your life, if it doesn't flow, it will not work. It has to flow to bring results. So make it flow for real results now. And in this video, I will dive into strategies and techniques that you need to know in order that your productivity, creativity, and success will be led to the next level. And this is how you'll make a real impact and see tangible results in your life, both personal and professional. And it doesn't matter what age you are or what profession you have, nothing else matters when it is about the spiritual life. Anything that is spiritual influences what concerns our soul and what concerns our body. So this is from a game I played for helping my mind think and work faster. And this is a puzzle game with water. And I will speak and show you everything on an image that I prepared for you with the game. So this is the image I was talking about with the game. These are some screenshots I made with different stages when I played one level. And you should see them from the right, from the bottom right, from here to the left top, which is here. So from the right to left and from the bottom to the top. And let's start. So here, the first thing is that let's begin with the idea of the game first. The idea is that we have some tubes with different colors of water, and you have to put them like in one tube it has to be the same color of water, and in another tube the other color, and to do this with all of them. So we have, as you see, they are melted. The colors, the water colors are melted, and you have to merge the same color in one tube. And to start, we have two empty tubes. And you have to decide to fill them, to which watercolor to fill them. And actually you look above to see, above all the tubes, to see what colors are more. So I'm not sure you see very well the colors, but I will tell you what colors they are. So we have two yellows here and two blues. This is a third blue here. So I decided that I will fill the tubes with yellow and light blue. And as you see, I started here. This is yellow and blue. And what's the point till here is that there are empty areas in our lives and in the lives of others. and they are supposed to be filled. We have a hole in our heart which has the shape of God. Only God can fill it. Only God can really satisfy our hearts. And this is our first priority. Our first priority is to be filled with God and with what He has for us, and to share His kingdom with others, to do what we received, to give what we received to others too. And I've told you that I was looking to see at the surface what I have more, and I decided for yellow and light blue. In our lives, we have to see what God gave us, what God gave to us that is unique, what gifts He gave us. Because when we got to Him, He took the captivity captive and gave gifts to us. So in the places where we were captive, now we have gifts. We have His promises in us, and we have the fruits of the promise and the fruits of God and the fruits of His character. And we are sharing them with others that have different gifts, and they need our part, our portion, and we are doing that for them. So the fact that I was looking at what I have more is that it's important that you minister to others from your gifts, from what you have more, not from what you have less. So this is for the start. Then we continue. We move here up to the top, right? And see, I've did what I could with yellow and blue, but they are not filled yet. Why? Because there is a yellow here. See, there is a yellow here which is at the bottom, and there is a blue here which is at the bottom, and I can't get to them because there are different colors above. So I have to choose one of the tubes from which I can move the colors that the different watercolors that are there, in order to have an empty tube. And from this came the idea. So I realized two things. One is that there is a stage where, see here I have light red kind of, and I have to match it with another light red to be able to move it from here, and also with the red, and also the same thing with this light green. And the thing is this, that I will put those together, but they will not be in an empty tube. So they are temporary. So they are together, temporary, in a place. So this is the first thing in our lives. We have things that we put together, but they are not yet in the place that God designed for them to be. So let's say I have some writings, but I don't know yet how to publish them. I don't know yet how to make money out of them. I don't know yet how to serve others by them, but I'm faithfully writing. Another example is that I have a YouTube channel, and I'm posting videos because I have I'm learning to speak God's word. I'm learning to make videos. I'm learning the word of God, and I'm not speaking yet from the stage, but I'm doing something in this area. I'm not, I don't know, speaking in a church yet, speaking at a woman conference or any conference. I'm not doing big things yet. I'm not doing yet the things in their proper place, but I'm adding one video to another. I'm learning one thing at a time, and I'm growing in the word and in his character. So this is kind of the things. Or if you want a more secular example, like I'm studying something, I'm learning a new skill, but I'm not yet practicing it, or I don't know where I will practice it. But we know that when the student is ready, the teacher will come. And also, when you are prepared for something, the proper environment where you can perform, I don't know if it's the right word, when you can really do what you are ready for, will come. That moment will come. So this is one thing. And the other thing is that the fact that I have a purpose to have an empty tube. Actually, when I made these screenshots and played this game, at that moment I didn't realize fully what I'm saying now. So the purpose is not only to put two of them together in a temporary place, but also to have an empty tube. Why? Because an empty tube means that I have an empty place to invest and I can put any color in there. So this is a great lesson in our lives, because if you want to flow, and you are supposed to flow, your life is made to flow, you need to search for empty places, both physically and spiritually, to pour into them. So examples would be like, you need a clean heart that God will be able to put more of his glory in there. You need a clean house to have your mind clear, to put I don't know, ornaments and to make it look good. I don't know, anything. If your life is stagnant, you have to break curses to be able to be blessed, really blessed by God, actually to experience the blessing that God already has given you. The next one is here. As you see, we are almost at the end, so I kind of did those matchings, and I have a new color in here, which is light green, and it grows. And because at that point I didn't fully realize the importance of flowing, like always thinking to have an empty space to fill. I was thinking kind of separately, and now I'm doing this, then I will do that, and then the other one. So because I was not yet having this mindset, I kind of like stopped here. I couldn't put any color, I couldn't move anymore in the game. So I had to, here you see, there are some icons, and the first one from the right, you can go back five moves. And here, which is the one I used, is that you can look at some ads to gain a free tube. So this is like when you are stagnant in your life and you need, like, God, I need a new perspective, I need help, I need a mentor, I need to go to church, I need an advice, I need a fresh word, anything that can move you out of there. You need actually a new a new empty place to give. And this reminded me of the widow, like when Elijah sent the widow, sent him to a widow to be fed by her in the famine. And I was listening to a pastor saying that God didn't send Elijah to the widow for Elijah, but he sent him there for the widow in order to bless her. And for her to be blessed, she had to give Elijah the first portion from the little that she had in the famine, and she thought that she would die after that. So it was kind of crazy for her to give from the little that she had to Elijah, because it was little anyway, and she thought she would die. But she kind of like believed God, and she did that, and she was blessed, so her food was multiplied and she lived. So investing in God's kingdom blesses you. It kind of like provides you with this flow. It gives you this flow in your life, because when you keep it for yourself, it's like you are stagnant. But when you give, then you are moving. And when you do not know what to do, there are two things that will move you: worship and giving something to someone. So these are some ideas. But anyway, let's go back to our game. So here, as you see, I needed help. And after that, things started to flow, and I end victoriously the game with all the colors, each one in its own tube, each color in its own tube, and I won. So I thought this game is a great example for how to manage our life, a strategy and techniques to get its flow. And let's make a quick review, because it took a long time just to be reminded what's the point. So first, we need a place to invest in us or in others, and we are looking for what we have more, like our gifts and what we are full of to give. We are doing that, and then when we're kind of like full with what we've already had until now, we are looking, okay, how can I have a new place, a new empty place to fill, and put make pairs of two in order to empty a new place. And I remember I forgot something, that in your life you can have, let's say, some levels in you. You can have some levels of different things, and let's say the real good things is at the bottom. So you have to take the things from above to get to the real treasure and the real thing at the bottom. And you may have to take unnecessary things that distract you, some friendship that don't help you. You may have to eliminate them. You may have to eliminate things that you do not use, or they are not leading you to your purpose. You may have to take away some to break some curses, to kind of be able to forgive if there is something like that. There are levels inside of us until we get to our real heart. That's an important lesson. I forgot about it, which was one of the points here. And after you, with help or without help, after you get to your free space to invest, things will flow. And this is very important, to always have a place to invest, and if you don't, to make it, because to make it flow, in order to make it flow, you have to have an available place to invest. So blessings, and I hope this will get you further in your life, will move you from your eventually stagnant place into what God has for you, especially that it is spring and you have to birth forth with new results and fresh life. Blessings.